All right, guys, the next thing that we need to add in our guard player series in our De La Riva hook game is a split sweep. All right, it's a fantastic sweep for you to use when you have your De La Riva hook and you're playing your collar sleeve game, okay? So I'm gonna drop into my De La Riva the same way that I always have been using my collar sleeve entry. So I'm gonna grab my opponent's collar, dropping my hip, driving my foot up into his hip, right? That's gonna allow me to achieve my sleeve grip here and start extending his base so that I can set up my De La Riva. So I extend his base, my foot comes up to control him, I move my hips over, and I place in my deep De La Riva guard right there. All right, so I've got my De La Riva hook in here deep. So now I'm gonna take my foot off of his shoulder and allow him to square back up so that I can place my foot in his upper thigh to load him. So I take my foot off. As he squares back up, my foot drops to the upper thigh here. Now this way I'm gonna push him out, and as I push him out, I'm gonna be able to drop my hook to the ground and hit this split sweep. So I pull him forward, I extend my hips, dropping my knee to the ground, and this I'm gonna let go of this collar grip, put my hand behind me, and now I'm gonna drive into my split sweep. So I'm gonna drive my knee into the calf, and I'm gonna hook here around the ankle, and this is gonna throw him off balance, throwing him to the ground in order for me to hit, okay? So we're gonna show you guys that at full speed so you can see how effective it actually is. So you guys check it out. All right, guys, the next thing we want to show you guys in the guard player series is how to take your opponent's back utilizing the De La Riva guard and all the setups that we've been doing, okay? So we're going to do the exact same setups that we've been doing. We're going to enter into our De La Riva guard from our collar sleeve grip, okay? So I'm going into my collar sleeve attack on my opponent. I'm grabbing his lapel, dropping in, and I'm going to get control of my collar sleeve. Whenever I get my collar sleeve, I'm going to extend my opponent's base. So I extend his base out, I move my hip over, I place in a deep De La Riva hook into his hip right here. All right, so in order for me to get an actual De La Riva guard, I'm now gonna let go of the sleeve here, and I'm gonna switch to a pant grip on his leg. So once I've achieved the pant grip on his leg, I'm gonna drive my foot over and across to the other side of his hip. So I'm gonna push here, and my foot's gonna come all the way to the other side of the hip. When it pushes to the other side of the hip, I'm going to take the foot that was on his shoulder, I'm going to put it on the floor, and I'm going to push him backwards, making him take a back step. When he takes that back step back, I'm going to let go of the collar up here, I'm going to reach up, I'm going to grab the back of his belt right here. All right, so once I've got the back of his belt, my knee is going to come over and go to his back, and my other foot is going to drop. All right, this is controlling him right here. Now I'm going to let go of my De La Riva grip, I'm going to grab his other pant leg right here. That's what is going to give me that right there. All right, so now we're going for our back take. So I'm in control of his leg here, and I'm in control of his other leg here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push into him. When I push into him, I'm going to create a little bit of space so I can pull my other knee to the back of his leg. So I push, pull my other knee to the back of his leg. This little bit of a space is going to allow me to swap my leg over on this side and put it into the behind the other knee. All right, now from here, now we're gonna go ahead and take the back. So in order to take the back, I need to kick out, letting go of the pant leg grip here. So as I kick out and lift him up, all right, I'm gonna take his back. So I kick out, lift up, and now I'm taking his back here, and I can go into my back attacks, whether it be collar attacks, setting up my hooks, and all of those type of things. That's the way that you can utilize your De La Riva guard to take your opponent's back. You guys give that a try. Let us know what you think.